Happy morning, friends. Most of my friends are leading different kinds of organizations, such as a school, college, industry. For example, our district governor elect, Lion Dr. Puttagunta Venkat Satish Kumar, has been running a big industry providing employment for more than 1500 people there, and so he is a boss to them. When a correspondent of a school is a boss to teachers, parents and students and everyone there who are involved in that organization. Today I would like to tell them, if they want to be the great boss, what they should do. I suggest 10 points for them to become the great boss. That will help them to grow their organization, that will help them to develop an affectionate bond between their associates and them. And look at that. The first one is communicate with a clear vision. A boss should have vision. What is going to happen tomorrow? How things will change? And they should have a vision, and they should communicate with a clear vision. So whatever communication they communicate, that should be purposeful, that should be meaningful, that should be understandable. To whom you are communicating, they must be able to understand what you are saying, and there should be vision in the communication. And the second one is connects vision with daily tasks. And due to coronavirus, so many changes are taking place in the world. And how you can change yourself and how you can change your organization as per the change. What the changes you are anticipating, and you connect those anticipating changes with your daily tasks, and set clear expectations. So, and don't expect too much from an employee, and don't expect beyond their caliber. So have a clear vision, have a clear expectations. So the next one is and provide feedback and coaching. So try to get feedback from your consumers or customers, and give it to the concerned person and coach them. That is much more important. Guide them, motivate them, inspire them. And if the feedback is positive, appreciate them. If the feedback is negative, and coach them, guide them where they are lagging, where they are doing mistake, and is it because of their behavior, is it because of their communication, and is it because of their emotions. Tell them and motivate them and ask them to change that. And another one is and cares about your employees. If there is a problem for employee, try to help them and be empathetic. And so don't neglect your employees. Look at their safety, look at their welfare. And so another important thing is and you share your personal experience. That may be a boosting to them, that may be a motivation to them. And so make a working condition in your organization as a fun. They must work on their own. They must feel that their work is not a burden. Their work is an integral part of their life, and they do it so easily. They do it happily. They do it with utmost pleasure and enjoyment. So makes the work as a fun, and to develop strong teams, very important. Team. Together everyone achieves more as a team. So they must know that as a team they can produce more than an individual. So another important point, and if your employees suggest something, if it is good, obey it. Don't think you are the boss. You need not ask employees. You need not verbalize employees. You need not care the opinion of employees. They are the working force. They are facing the practical problems. They are more practical than you. If they suggest something, if it is a point, if there is a point in that, try to imbibe it, try to execute it, but don't neglect them, their opinions, if they are good enough. And so when your employees performs in an extraordinary way, when they do wonders, when they excel in their performance, reward them, appreciate them, praise them. That will boost up the morale of the team and the organization. By following these 10 principles, you will be the best boss, and so that your organization will grow. All the best. Thank you.